back to another episode of My Life is a Joke. I am your host, Fee. What's going on, baby jokers? I hope all is well. We're going to get right up into the episode. I hope that y'all love this little fro moment that I'm having going on. Like, I'm giving my Blackies beautiful purr. I got a little overalls on today. You know, I'm trying to channel my inner child. No, I'm just playing. But I had this in my closet, girl, and I never put it on. And I said, well, shit, I guess I needed something new for the podcast. I don't be one to recycle outfits. But it's giving, hey, recycle. So literally, okay, so you already know, since I'm back up in the comedy shit now, we have comedy updates. We'll probably have them every week. Let's go ahead. So, let's start here. You know, I just got back. This is literally my third week back into the comedy shit. It's my third week. I did 3 mics this week. Period. And let's really get into it. Okay. So, I met this girl. Her name is Sequoia. She's a comedian. I met her at one of the other mics like a while ago. And so last week at the mic that I did, she talked to me and she was like, yeah, you got to come out to more mics, this, and that. And I said, okay, girl, you know, send me the information. And she told me that she'd be hosting a mic. And I said, okay, bet that up, babe. Bet that up. So I'm like, all right. She sends me the information for the mic on Monday. And it's a Monday night mic. And I'm like, well, fuck her. I'm thinking she was going to send it, you know, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, one of them other days. So, but when she didn't ever send it, you know, I was like, okay, well, I low-key kind of forgot. So she texted me and she was all like, are you popping out tonight? And I'm like, question mark. I was in the bed. I didn't plan on going to go tell no jokes because I be having to prepare my head mentally to go tell jokes, okay? It's a whole thing. It's a process. And so she had texted me that and she was like, add me on Facebook because I'm going to put you in some of the little comedian and comedy groups on Facebook. I said, okay, cool. So while while I'm doing that, I get a call from my best friend. And he's like, what are you doing? I said, well, I just got done doing this, and this, but Sequoia just sent me the stuff for, you know, to go do a mic tonight, but I really don't want to do no stand-up tonight because I'm in the bed. Like, I had literally just peeled the lashes off of my eyes. And then my best friend was like, no, get your ass up. I'll be there in 30 minutes. We going to the mic. What time it start? Really wasn't in a mood. But I said, okay. Like, I said, I think it started like 8 o'clock or 7:30. It was something like that. And he was like, okay, well, perfect. Because he was like, I'm finna go. I think he had to go make a little run or something he had to go do. And he said he'd come straight to me. So be ready. So, y'all, I'm nervous and I'm anxious because I'm all like, damn, like, I don't even know what jokes I'm finna tell. Because usually how I process things, how I go into mics is if I know that I'm doing it, I'm thinking about that mic the whole week because I'm trying to think about what jokes I'm going to be telling. Usually, I don't never really finalize the jokes that I'm going to tell at that mic until the day before or like the morning of. But I have all damn day. So I'm like, okay. So I'm getting ready, but I'm a little anxious and I'm nervous because I don't know what the fuck I'm finna go up on this stage and say. So I get, you know, my best friend ends up coming to pick me up. I'm in the car. And I'm telling him, I'm super nervous. Like, I'm anxious as fuck. Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, my stomach hurting and shit. And he's like, Bess, you don't have to go up if you don't want to. You could just sit you know, go look at other comedians, go up, come up with some material, you know, while you sitting down. Like, you know, this research mode. You in research mode. And I said, you sure motherfucking right. I could do a little research. And plus, I do be wanting to see comedians go up. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. So I go in. And then, you know, I got in the car. He already had the notebook and the pen ready for me. The jokes was going to write themselves, literally. So I'm like, okay, well, then that's just what we'll do. We get in there. And so I walk in. And it's really dark in there. And the only light that is on is it's an actual stage in there. Like, it's a stage, and the only light that is on is the light that's coming down on the stage. You know what I'm saying? But where everybody is seated at, it's dark in there. So I see Sequoia. She's sitting on the side of the stage on the steps. And I didn't think she saw me come in, so I just sit down. And so she ended up texting me like, hey, girl, you're going to be number 15 after so-and-so. They already on number 9. This motherfucking mic is moving and grooving. Mics don't never go this fast. I'm just saying. The mics don't never be moving that fast. But anyway, she's like, you'll be number 15. And I said, oh, hey, girl, I'm just here to vibe. I'm just here to do, I'm just chilling tonight. I'm not going to go up. She texted me back some laughing emojis. But I honestly didn't know what was funny because I was dead fucking serious. And so her calls, once it's like one number 14, the co-host comes up to me and is like, yeah, you're going right after him. Sequoia said you're going to go up. I said, I just told her I'm not going. He's all like, well, you're on the list. She said that you're going. I said, I'm not going. I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. I just texted her and said I wasn't going up. And so he goes back over there to tell her that. And I look across the room and her ass is like, with her hands up like, what the fuck? I'm all like, what the fuck? Like, I just told your ass I wasn't going. So then she waves me over there. So I go over there. And I sit and, I'm standing over, because like I said, she's sitting down on the steps. So I'm kind of bent over, like, talking to her. And she was like, why are you not going? I'm like, because I don't want to go. I'm just chilling tonight, I'm just trying to see what's going on up here. I'm just trying to peep the vibe, And she's like, but I just don't understand why you're not going. I said, because I just told you, you didn't hear me? I said, maybe it's a little louder. She's not hearing me. I said, I'm just here to vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can't talk too loud because it's somebody literally on stage. So I'm like, oh, I'm just here to vibe. But she keeps asking me again, like, why I'm not going. So I'm not like, and then like I can kind of see that she getting a little mad. Like, so I sit down. I said, well, hold on, let me sit down. Let's really talk about it. I said, what's up? She's like, no, like, what's up? Like, why you don't want to get up there? Like, it's only 4 minutes. You can do 4 minutes. I said, I know I can do 4 minutes. She was like, okay, so if you could do 4 minutes, why you don't just get up there on stage? Like, you're next. Like, you're literally next. I'm like, okay, but I don't want to go. And she was all like, okay. She was like, I got a show in October. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, you got a show in October. Like, what's up? Like, I said, you wanted me to go to the show? Like, I'm like, what the fuck we talking about? Like, you want me to go to the show? She's like, I wanted you to be in the show. I said, okay, I could be in the show. Like, that's cool. That's cool. And she was all like, you not trying to get paid? All right. You said walk around here, go up there. Okay, girl, that's all you had to say. Like, you trying to pay a nigga, you trying to book a nigga like that. See, like, I done quit my job. I need all the coin I can get, okay? The fuck? But I was nervous about going up because I didn't have a joke prepared to tell. I had something that I recently just did, but even if I just did them, like I try to practice them, like I didn't even know what I was going to get up there and say. So I go up, and like I said, the mic is only 4 minutes. It's not long at all. And so I'm up there, I do my shit, I come off. When I get off, I already feel like I didn't do my best. I'm just like, okay, this shit was ass, but whatever. So, but not whatever, but like, well, the shit's over with. It's nothing I could do about it. Like, I did what I could do. So I walked off the stage and I talked to my best friend. And he was like, it actually wasn't that bad. Because, I be feeling like shit be ass, but he be like, it be cool. So I'm like, nah, but I could feel like that wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? I felt in my heart, in my soul, in the bottom of my coochie, it wasn't a good fucking set. Like, I just knew that it wasn't good. And so, we watched a couple of more comedians go, and I really wanted to talk to her about my set and this damn show she just was talking about. So I end up leaving because, like, these mics can go on all motherfucking night. And I think at this point it was already 10 o'clock. And so I had texted her and I was like, hey, thank you for inviting me out. Thank you for pushing me to get up on stage. Like, I really appreciate the opportunity. What do you think about the set? Now, the only reason I asked her what did she think about the set is because she came and she saw me last week at another mic and she gave me some pointers on, my set that I had did. So I'm all like, okay, it was good constructive feedback. It was good constructive criticism. Like, I had enjoyed it. I was like, okay, yeah, I can take that. I can receive that. Y'all, this motherfucker read me for filth, baby. Oh, baby, did she read me? I'm going to read y'all the text message. Because she didn't even reply that night. She replied the next day. This is what she said. My bad. I'm just not getting situated from work. I gotta be up at 4. That's why I didn't reply last night. However, since you asked, I'm gonna be honest. I can tell you haven't been practicing. I can tell you don't say your jokes out loud in your spare time. And I can tell you haven't been writing. 10 jokes a day is the goal, good or bad. Something is going to come from it. If you're serious about it, she was like, you need to be at way more mics. It's literally one every day of the week except for Saturday. Don't ever walk in the room unprepared because you never know where an opportunity may stem from. Marlon got a second hosting gig last night because he's prepared. The jokes are there, trim the fat, and get to the point, and you'll have a semi-automatic at your disposal. Now, did you have to say that? She wasn't the fuck wrong, but damn. But I told your ass I didn't want to go. I told you. You didn't listen. You didn't hear me. Because it's like, you seen me last week, dog. I told y'all the set that I did last week was a whole lot better. You seen me last week, so you know what I can do. And that's what I look like, prepared. I get what you mean. Like, you should always be prepared to do a mic. You should do them every day. I get it. You should write every day. I get it. It's rough out here as a comedian. The fuck? Like, other comedians be beating your ass. Beating you over the motherfucking head. I mean, I get it. It's all for the betterment of me, but shit. It had took me about 25 minutes to receive that message. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like, don't do too much. Like, you could work on more jokes. You know, you could, say your shit out loud. And after she said that, I got in the motherfucking stool. I said, you know what? Ain't nobody ever finna get up, nobody's ever gonna say to me that I look unprepared on stage, or, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna ever give them that ever again. So we just gonna step our pussy game up, step our cookies up, and that's just what we're gonna do. So I got in the booth, bitch. I got in the motherfucking booth, and I went to 2 mics yesterday. Period. Now, the first one was cool. Didn't hate her, didn't absolutely love it. I'll probably give myself a 7 out of 10 on that one. But I went to another mic because I used the first mic as practice for the second. That's it, But they're both practice anyway. So I did the first one, 7 out of 10. Did the next one, I give that about 8.5. Like, I think it was solid. It was shorter. It was like me taking my jokes, because sometimes my jokes are too lengthy. And sometimes I put extra details into them. Like, that's not necessary. Just cut it. That's when they keep telling me. Like, somebody told me again last night to trim the fat on my joke, because sometimes it just be too much into them. Like, it be too much. It won't be needing all that. But yeah. And then I talked to another guy named Charles, who hosts another one of the mics that I be going to. And he was all like, you got the material. It's never... And let me go ahead and say this, just in case a pussy nigga ain't hear me. It's never the material, okay? It's never the material. It's just the technique, nigga. That's it. We can improve on the technique. It's never the material. The material always eats. The material's always funny. But something that Charles told me, he was like, make sure when you are up there, sometimes when people go to think, especially comedians, they look down a lot. Make sure that you're looking into the crowd. Now, this is for all of the other up-and-coming comedians that watch my shit and listen to me. Listen to me, babe. Because I was just put on game last night, and I'm going to give you some. When you are performing, he said to pick 4 or 5 people in the crowd that are, in different areas of the room, and keep bouncing back and forth from each one of those 4 or 5 people. Because then it always keeps your head up. And you know what I'm saying? It looks like you're looking around the room. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really talking. And make sure that you smile as you tell your joke. That's solid. That is solid information. I am just so good at this shit now. I am just getting so better. But he told me this before I went up. So last night when I did the mic, my last mic, I did it. I made sure I kept my head up and I was looking around the room. And I did some crowd work. You'll be proud of me. I did crowd work. If you don't know what that means, it's when you point to people, you pull people out of the crowd and you talk to them. You try to make the whole room laugh about what you and that one person isn't talking about, It was cool. So I was like, okay, I'm proud of myself. Good job as a little comedian. Actually, big comedian. I did good. You guys should be proud. I didn't think that was going to be that lengthy. But let's get into what we actually wanted to talk about. I'm actually glad it was kind of lengthy because I don't know if these other ones are going to be long. So, I have encountered a couple of weirdos in my life. These, I will be telling like 2 little mini stories about some weirdos that I've encountered. I've tried to talk to them. We, just when you trying to, you call yourself trying to date a little bit, you get out there in the field, and the field is just fucking, the field is the streets. And these niggas were ghetto. These niggas was terrible. I mean, piss po. So let me tell you, I met this one guy. Don't even remember. Let's give him a name. Let's call this nigga Brad. Okay, so I met Brad, and Brad seemed like a cool ass dude. He kind of gave like, I don't know how to say this without being offensive. So like, okay. Brad kind of gave like, he was a little bit more reserved. Like he's a little bit more to himself. Like, cause I didn't want to call a nigga lame. That's why I was saying, like, he's not a lame guy. Like, eventually we'll come to find out that he was on some lame shit. So like, he's a little bit more reserved. He's kind of off to himself. Kind of can be a little socially awkward. And he's also like a really big black man. He's an African man at that. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Never talked to an African man. Like, well, it's T, bitch. So, he was all like, he would be like, we would have like good talks, like good conversations, like on the phone and everything. And like, he would like include me like in like the things that he would be doing like throughout the day. And like, one of the things that he really liked to do was to cook. Like, he wanted to be a chef. Like, he had like a cooking Instagram and everything. Like, I followed his Instagram and everything. Like, he had food. Y'all, this man had like videos of all of the food that he cooked and all of the things that he had prepared. And he just was like a like he was talented in a lot of different ways. Like, okay, now, disclaimer. I was 21. I am 26 now. Please give 21-year-old Felice some grace in this moment, okay? Give her some fucking grace. And so, and I'm not trying to be offensive in any kind of way. Not to say that y'all all do this. But he was all like, one time, like, he had texted me and he was all like, oh, I'm finna go braid some hair. I said, what? I said, what you mean? He was like, oh, like, I be sometimes helping my mom and, my sisters and everything, like, braid hair. I was like, okay, Hey, I didn't say that the Africans be braiding. He said it. Like, we grew up, we all grew up braiding hair. So, like, when they have clients and everything, like, I be helping them braid the hair. I said, okay. Yeah, the nigga sent me a picture of the braids. He was like, yeah, if you ever want your hair braided, like, I can braid your hair. I said, okay, cool. Like, love that, Bookie, but, like, I never had no man, braid my hair ever. I'm not saying it's impossible or they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But, it was different. I see how crazy this sounds, like, out loud, but it's so fucking funny. And so, and then, like I said, he liked to cook a lot. So when we would be on the phone, we would be on FaceTime. And, like, he was like, hey, I'm going to call you back because I'm finna start cooking. But I'm not like, why? Like, why you just can't, I want to see you cook. Like, I want to see the food that you about to make. Like, why you just can't stay on the phone while we cook? I didn't think that was, like, an unreasonable request or, like, I didn't think nothing of it. And he's like, oh, no, like, I usually try to, like, be by myself, like, when I be cooking and stuff. I just kind of, like, that's kind of, like, my time. I'm like, well, okay, like, we ain't got to talk much. But, I didn't necessarily want to get off the phone with him either. Like I said, she's young. Like, that man want to get off the phone. But listen, I said, so why we, I know he was like, but my phone is about to die too. I said, well, you can plug it up. I'm sure your kitchen got plugs. Yeah, but like where the plugs is, it's like hella far from the kitchen. Like, what? The plugs are hella far from the same kitchen that you got the plug, the stove and the microwave and the refrigerator up. People be having blenders and what the fuck do you mean? Now, like that was already a little questionable, but I just like, okay, like whatever, it's cool. So like, I guess, I don't know how long it was. It's probably like 30 or 40 minutes later, he texts me a picture of the food that he cooked. And I said, oh, wow, that looks really, really good. He was like, yes, like, what's your favorite meal? Like, I would love to cook for you. Actually, like, if you wouldn't mind, like, on our first date, like, I would like to prepare a meal for you. Like, I think that would be so cool. And so, like, I'm low-key a little geeked. I'm all like, damn, like, never had a nigga want to, like, cook a whole meal for me. Like, this is going to be tea. Like, I'm going to love this. And I'm so like, oh yeah, I would absolutely love that. Like, that sounds good. Like, girl, listen. So he was like, what's your favorite meal? And at the time, it was like, basically shit, little Alfredo pasta, nothing crazy. Ain't nothing everybody could whip up a little Alfredo pasta, bitch. Like, it's nothing like. But this was my favorite meal at the time. Now, if you ask me now, it's giving a loaded baked potato and a steak. How good can you cook that steak, nigga? And I don't want my shit well. I don't want no tough-ass steak. Make it medium, whore. Anyway, so, I like a little pink. So, I said, I told him I love my favorite meal. He was like, yeah, I love making that. Like, I can make that for you, this, and that. So, I'm geeked. Like I said, I'm geeked. So, I take, and at this time, I have a Finsta. The spam Instagrams, the fake Instagrams, whatever. And so I take screenshots of our messages and I put them on my Finsta. Like, oh my gosh, like my man want to cook for me. Like, I'm just so excited. Like, and I'm like geeked. Like, I'm like super, super geeked. Now, this is how long I've known my lash tech. Shout out to Lee. I love you, Lee. This is how long I've known my lash tech. And I've always known she was my girl. So, like, I'm at work, and I see, like, in the comments, like, girl, like, DM me right now. Like, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, what the hell going on? Like, I see my lash tech is, like, my lash tech Lee is in the comments of the, the spam post on Instagram talking about some DM her. I'm all like, girl, what's up? Like, what's up? She's talking about some... Girl, all that food that nigga be cooking, he gets all of that shit from this one girl. Like, I follow her. Because Lee is not only a chef, not only a lash tech, but she's a chef. At this time, my girl was heavy in the cooking and kitchen. Like, she was in the shit. Like, she was really slicing and dicing. Like, she really was in her cooking bag. She still is. But she really was in her cooking bag at this, like, about 5 years ago. And so she was like, no, like, I follow this girl. Like, these are her pictures. Like, she sends me the girl's Instagram that this nigga done stole the pictures from. And was like, she cooked that meal, this meal, all of the meals that he said he cooked, he getting it from her. So then, like, I told y'all, he had a cooking Instagram. He's stealing this girl's cooking videos and her pictures. And she was all like, look, girl, the counters are the same. The plates are the same. Like, that's her shit. And you can go on her shit and see, like, this is what she do for real. We don't know this nigga. So now I'm kind of spooked a little bit. Because, like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, now keep in mind, you sending me pictures of, like, food pictures and shit. Who braids is these? Because the nigga sent me pictures of the braids that him and his sister or whoever the fuck just did. Who the fuck back of their head did you just send? Like, this motherfucker is a mass murderer. Like, I don't know what the fuck Brad had going on, but I said, oh, hell no. Baby, I hopped up in the messages so fast because he was calling me and texting me like, what's going on? Like, and I wasn't replying. I told that man, listen, I sent him the screenshots first of the girl's Instagram that he stolen pictures from. First and fucking foremost. Second, I text that bitch ass nigga and I said, listen here, if you ever contact me ever again, I will be contacting the authorities. I told that nigga I was gonna call the police because, bitch, who are you? Who the fuck are you? I don't have time for that weird shit, nigga. I don't have time for that weird shit. Who are you? Baby, that nigga blocked me so fast. Bitch, what? Blocked me on everything. I'm mad as fuck I didn't report his shit first because I'm like, I don't need him out here doing this shit to other people with his weird ass. I could not believe that. Like, who fucking steals like food pictures and send it to people like he could really cook? I said that nigga can't even probably cook a pot of Roman fucking noodles right. Like the nigga look like if you fucking stealing pictures of food, nigga, you very much so giving like you don't know how to boil no noodles. And you give the only seasoning that you put in your noodles is the pack that it come with. I've been through some things. I've been through the trenches with niggas. Do you hear me? What the fuck was that? Now this next nigga. I mean, this nigga was very much so giving red flags from the beginning. I'm not finna tell the whole story, but just the key points. Just the key fucking points, y'all. So, I was talking to this nigga. Let's give him a little name. Let's call him Ashton, whatever. So I was talking to Axton Badass. And he was cool, but he really wasn't my type. Like that, like I was trying shit. Like I will give niggas the benefit of the doubt. I will try different, things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're not my type, like, even if, cause you might be cool. You might be cool than a bitch. And I don't want to be judgy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be judgy. But, he already was looking he wasn't that attractive to me. And not to say, and he was a light-skinned man, and not to say light-skinned men aren't attractive. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because some of y'all be bad bitches for real. Y'all be fine. Some of y'all be straight. Like, y'all be cool. Like, y'all look good in the face. But this one, he looked like a little pug in the face. So I was like, I don't know what I'm really doing here. But anyway. So we was cool and we was talking like he was I think he was in school at the time, and I think I was still at Paul Mitchell, and so like we would be talking and everything, and like how you just ask the nigga, you just ask a nigga a question just cause y'all on the phone, you trying to get to know a nigga. All I asked the nigga was what was his middle name. I said, hey, Axton, like what's your middle name? I don't know. Yeah, it had to be his middle name. It was either his middle name or his last name. It was one of the two. Cause I don't even remember if I knew his last name. He's like, oh no, shorty, like I don't do that. Like I don't tell people my middle or my last name. I just think that's way too much. Like we just started talking. Like I think that's crazy to even ask. Like I mean, sassy, saucy, than a bitch, zesty than a motherfucker. I mean, giving me all kinds of reasons why it would be weird as fuck for me to even ask the question. I said, oh. So, after a pussy hole did all that, I said, oh, okay. Because my thing is, it didn't never even have to be all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was real nasty about it. And I'm just like, okay. The fuck? I would have just took a nigga just saying, first of all, I don't understand why a nigga couldn't just tell me their middle or their last name. Like, what's T, bitch? Because it's Axton even your real name? Now I really need to get the fuck into it. Who the fuck are you? All of these motherfuckers are hooligans. So I'm just all like, okay, that's just real, like, annoying, okay? Like, I'm like, so I get a little quiet on the phone because, like, I'm really finna get off because you being like Little Miss Weird bitch. And so he's all like, did I come off a little too strong? Like, I didn't mean to like hurt your feelings or anything. I said, yeah, you kind of did the most. But it's you like you straight. You know what I'm saying? Like you straight. So I'm like, I'm really kind of off this shit with him, like, cause he kind of pissing me off. So I go ahead and get off the phone with him. I don't know if this was the same day or if it was just a later time. But let's just go with a later time. So like we was talking And it's like, it's late night, so you already know the vibes. So, I'm not necessarily on that freaky shit, but he trying to be. And so, like, the nigga is wanting, I'm thinking the nigga is wanting a sext or something. Like, I'm trying to see, like, what the fuck is he on? Because that's what the vibe is. Like, that's what it's giving. So, the nigga sends me pictures and videos, right? I didn't ask for this, y'all. And let me tell you this. I will never ask for them. I'm not going to ever ask no man, please send me that dick pic. Please send me that video. Like, I need it. No. It's one thing if you my man, but it's another thing if you just the nigga I'm talking to. Like, I don't even really care for real. Like, I don't want to see this. Yeah. I'm stressed out thinking about the shit. The nigga sent the picture, and the nigga sent the video. This man is in the bathroom. This man in the bathroom on this toilet, girl. And I mean, he going to town. He doing his due deals for him. And baby, it's one of them pencils. And if you do not know what I mean by that pencil, I mean when that dick is real long and skinny. I don't like that. I don't like that, because why do it look like that? I mean, like, he was going so hard, it very much gave, like, the skin was about to go. Like, he was finna rip that shit off. Like, why do y'all go so hard on that? Like, y'all need to chill. Like, the video was insane. And I said, yeah, I don't like this. So, like, as soon as I opened it up and I seen how hard he was going and what was really going on, I said, yeah, nah, like, I'm done with this. Like, I got off the video. Like, yeah. Like, I don't like this vibe. Like, this shit is weird. So then, like, I'm really not talking to him for real. Like, at this point, like, I'm really not talking to him. And so he talking about something like, guess what I'm doing? I said, wait. He talking about some, no, guess what I'm doing? I'm like, what are you doing? And on some funny shit, not because I really thought this. On some funny shit, I said, he was like, what? He was like, guess what I'm doing? I said, what, watching porn? He's like, yeah, but duh, I am. Like, what kind do you think I'm watching? What the fuck do you think I am? Why do I ain't no way I give guess my little kink. Guess my little fetish. Why the fuck would I be guessing what you watching on there? It's a plethora of things on there. I'm not finna be guessing. What the fuck am I like? I don't know. What are you watching? This is already weird because, like, why the fuck are you talking to me about this? He talking about some, I'm watching this video. I'm like, okay. He's like, you want me to send it to me? He was like, you want me to send it to you? I said, nah, I'm good. You don't have to send me the video. No, I'm going to send it. I said, no, dude, you don't have to send the video. Y'all, why the fuck? Why the fuck is the video? Like, I could see, before you can even click the video, the thumbnail of the video is two niggas. It's two niggas in the thumbnail picture, and the one nigga is getting head and the other nigga is giving the head. I said, you watch gay porn? Like, that's what you like? No, like, I don't watch gay porn. Like, I don't know, it's something about this video, like, it's just turning me on, like, it's sexy as fuck, it's hot. But I swear I'm not gay. He swear he's not. Let me put that down in my notes. He swears he's not gay. Okay. Let me tell you this. I don't give a fuck what you do, but that's it for me. Like, that was the last straw. Like, it's one thing, like, listen, if that's what you watch, bro, like, that's your truth. Like, that's cool, that's you. But it's another thing to invite another bitch into it. Like, why Why you trying to put me in it? Like, I'm like, and then like you telling me you not gay. Okay. You might not be. You might not be. But you enjoy that video. All I'm saying, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. All of the people that I know that watch lesbian porn, they is gay. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna turn that on, y'all. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? So why would I watch? If I want to watch girl on girl, why would I watch boy on boy? Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Anyway. Anyway, I said, you know what? That's enough for me. That's it for me. Like, I'm good on you. Like, I don't know what you got going on, but I just even thought it was weird that you would even send. Like I said, if that's what y'all watch, if that's what you watch, bro, like, that's your truth. That's your business. But it's another thing to send a link. Like, why are you sending me the link, though? Like, I asked you not to send it. I'm all like, you don't respect me. Like, I'm not like, I've come across a whole bunch of weirdos. Like, my boy, and the thing is, y'all, that is a gay man. Like, he's gay. Like, he's come out. So, like, and you trying to tell me you wasn't, like, babe, live in your truth. Like, that's your business, bitch. Like, that's your business. Anyway, like I said, encountered a couple of weirdos. Those were the two funniest ones that I could think of. It was quite traumatizing at the time, but you know, that's what life is about. You live, you learn, and you laugh. You live, you learn, and you laugh. You gotta laugh at this shit, because if you don't, what the fuck? Okay? I made some good comedy strides this week. I'm really proud of myself. Like, I'm a big dog. Like, I'm so strong. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to the wise words segment. Yeah, this song has literally been in my head all morning. It is Best I Ever Had, the remix with Nicki Minaj and Drizzy Drake. But I haven't been listening to the whole song, just Nicki's verse. Sometimes I'm a verse girly. Like, I just be wanting to hear the verses. Like, I just be wanting to hear one person verse, that's it. Cut the song off. Because I don't know why, but it's just so hard to just like Drake for right now for me. It's just so hard to like him. Like, I'm just like, he be doing too much. And I'm just not with that, you know. He just be giving me weird vibes sometimes. And I don't have time for Miss Drizzy. I don't be having time. So anyway, yeah. I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank y'all for listening. If you are listening, please make sure that you rate the podcast and leave a review. If you're watching, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank y'all for listening. And I'm just trying to change the world one joke at a time. Salud.